Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here and joining me today. So today I have a nice little review for you guys on the new Covergirl True Blend Matte Foundation, and it's an interesting one. So if you guys have heard a lot of things about this foundation, then here's another thought about the foundation. If you guys want to see what my thoughts are, how this foundation wore out throughout the day for me, how it looks on me, then just make sure to keep on watching. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is take this, I'm just going to do everything like normal. I'm giving this foundation a fair chance. So I'm going to just do what I would normally do for any other foundation, and that's like I'm going to prime and prep the same. So I already prepped my skin and moisturized with my Neutrogena Hydro Boost, and now I'm going to go in with my same primer as always, my Smashbox primer. I'm just going to put a little bit, and I just like to put this like in the areas where I have like pores, a little bit on my forehead, my chin, and my smile lines, so I can fill those lines in. Okay, and then after that is set, I'm gonna go ahead and put some powder on my face. And I actually got a new powder. I know I always use the Maybelline Fit Me, and it is the same Maybelline Fit Me, but the one that I always use is light medium 20, and this one's too light for me, so I went up one. I think this is one higher. I don't know, that's what they had at Walmart. So I'm using medium 25, so hopefully this isn't too dark. So see, I got it at Walmart. I had to take off the sticker. And I just put it on the areas where I get oily. So right here is where I get the most oily, like on my cheeks and my T-zone area. And then I also put powder on my smile lines so that they don't crease throughout the day. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the foundation, and this is the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation, Comfort Matte Transfer Resistant. And yeah, it says comfort matte finish, oil-free formula, pump applicator included. I do like that there is a pump and you can like twist it. It's like a twisty pump, so like, you know, like it's secure. So right now you can like pump out of it, and then when you twist it you can't pump out of it. So I do like that it has a pump and it's like a secure pump. You know, like MAC, they sell their pumps separately, which I think is like ridiculous. I don't know if they still do it, but when I used to wear a MAC foundation, I know they did. So I picked out the color, the shade M80. I know this isn't my shade. I really suck at picking my right foundation shade. Like that is just something I have such a hard time with. So yeah, I know this isn't really gonna be my shade, but you know, we'll make it work. So I'm gonna start off with a little bit. I'm just gonna pump some on the back of my on the back of my hand. Okay, I got some. I think that should be okay. And then I'm just gonna dab that everywhere else. So this is supposed to be a matte foundation. They have a range of 40 shades, which I think is awesome. When I went to Walmart, the display, like it was cool, like it was just like a big long row of all the foundations, and it seems pretty good. Oh hey, maybe this isn't so bad. Maybe this shade won't be so bad. It doesn't seem bad. Yeah, like I just have a really hard time with drugstore foundations because I have an olive yellow undertone, and a lot of drugstore doesn't really do like the olive undertones. They definitely do like yellow undertones, but not really olive. So, and this, it kind of, I don't know, it didn't really cover a lot, and I did like a pump and a half like you guys saw, and I already used it all, and that was just for one side of my face. So let me try some more, and it didn't cover like a lot. Maybe it's my brush. Should I do like a one-sided brush and one-sided beauty blender? Because I never use a beauty blender for foundation because I know it's just gonna suck up all the product. So this is a second layer of a foundation. I don't know if it's my brush that's like picking up a lot of the product because it's just not covering a lot. Let me try a different brush. Okay, I'm gonna try and use my Real Techniques brush that I used to always use. And I'm going in with some more foundation because I feel like it's breaking apart and it's picking up a lot of product. So maybe it was just my brush that I was using. See, like right here, like there's like no product wants to stick. Let's see, I'm gonna get really close. Right here in this area, like no product wants to stick, and it's driving me crazy. Like, is it because of like the powder I set down? Yeah, like it just looks so ugly right there. Like the foundation does not want to stick to that area. And keep in mind, with all of my foundations, I do the same thing. With every single one of them, I put powder. I do my moisturizer, my primer, and then powder, and all of my other foundations work perfectly fine with that. Like they have no problem going over the powder. So I don't know, maybe it's the powder that's like making it separate right there in that area, but it's driving me crazy because it looks so ugly. So I've basically already used 2 pumps for just one side of my face. And I don't know, guys. I mean, it's covering good, I guess. It's not the best coverage I've ever gotten out of a foundation because it's taken so much, like so many pumps for it to cover. So let me just do what I normally do with pump foundations. That's what I do. That may seem like a lot, but I don't know. Okay, so I've done like just like my cheek, like this lower part of my face, and so far I do not like it. Like, I don't know if it's maybe just that it's not supposed to be used with the brush because it's just separating like crazy. It's leaving like stippling marks kind of, and like on my nose area, like it's just like broken apart. In this area of my face, like where I have like my pores, like it just doesn't want to stick. I don't know what it is. The coverage isn't even that great. I keep having to layer. So you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and use a sponge. Even though I never use a sponge for foundation, I'm just gonna go ahead and wet my sponge, and then we're gonna try to apply some more foundation and see how maybe that's what I need to do. Okay, I'm back. So I got my sponge. I always use my Real Techniques sponge. I got it ready. It's wet, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put some on my forehead and see how that goes. I got some on my hair. Oh yeah, with a sponge it is so much better. There's no marks, there's nothing, it's not separating. Well, it kind of is, but not a whole lot. And it looks like it's already drying down. It took it a little bit for it to dry down, but I don't mind that because if it, like, I like foundations that don't dry down so fast because then it gives you time to like contour, like cream contour and stuff, because once the foundation dries down like immediately, then you don't really have time to cream contour, and it just makes it so much harder to contour and blend and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with some more foundation. I've already used up a lot of this foundation. Wow, it is so much better with the sponge. I never thought I would say that about a product, about a foundation. I feel like most foundations are better with brushes, but not this one. Yeah, this one is doing a whole lot better with the sponge. I guess I should use it with the sponge, but it's weird because I have seen like other videos about this foundation. I didn't watch too many, but I'd watched like one or two. And one used a sponge, but it's because she always uses a sponge, and the other one used a brush, and it was perfectly fine. Like, she wasn't saying that it was breaking apart or anything. It was fine just for her. And now that I try to use a sponge, now that I try to use my brush like I would normally, it did not work out. So now I'm getting a whole lot more coverage with using this sponge. It's going a lot for, like, the product's going a long ways now. It doesn't look cakey, which is good, but I guess we'll have to wait and see until all of our products are applied. And in the area where I was having a hard time, where like right here where I have my pores, it's going on perfectly fine with the sponge. And it doesn't seem to be picking up a lot of product, which is good. That's why I don't like using sponges, because I feel like it picks up so much product. Okay, so we are done with that foundation. It's been applied. Now I'm just going to go ahead and go in with concealer. And I'm actually trying out a new concealer right now. It's this concealer by Catrice right here. It's the Liquid Camouflage. I used it one time off camera and I did not get the best impression, but it also wasn't a very good makeup day that day. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it, but I think I'm gonna mix it with my Maybelline because I feel like I got a really light shade. Oh well. See how light that is? I can't just go out like that. No. So then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me. My tried and true. And this is in 20 Sand. Okay, so now that I've set my entire face, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of it, like contour, highlight, all of that off camera. And then I will be back to give you guys some more thoughts on how it's wearing and stuff, and then I will also be doing like a wear test like throughout the day. I'll be checking in with you guys to like so you guys can see how it's looking. So far it looks fine, but it's just those little areas where like the foundation and the concealer picked up that I'm just kind of like but yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do everything, all of that on off camera, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I finished all of my makeup off camera, and this is the look that I got going on today. So far that I've had the foundation on for about an hour, I think. It's doing pretty good. It is really matte. The shade is actually not bad. I thought the shade was going to be totally off, but it looks fine. It did oxidize a bit, so it does look a little bit warmer now. So like the olive, so it doesn't really blend into my skin perfectly with like my olive undertones, but I don't really mind it so much. So it is looking pretty good. Everything else applied really well. I'm really matte. So those areas that I was talking about right here, like where I have the pores, it actually doesn't look so bad now because I have like my highlight and my blush and all of that. So all of those areas where the foundation picked up don't look bad anymore because I got those bronzer and highlight and all that covering it. So I can't really see it, but other than that, like the coverage on the rest of my face is really good. It's matte. I feel like it could last a while. It doesn't look cakey, which is really good, but I also did set my makeup. But you guys saw how much powder how much foundation I like packed on. So I guess the applying process of it is kind of challenging. So I will try it one more time off camera. I will try it with like my brushes to see if maybe I was just doing something wrong. If not, then I'll just try it with the sponge. But it actually went a really long ways with the sponge, and like it didn't really soak up a lot of product. So maybe this is just the kind of product that should be applied with the sponge. I don't know, but so far so good. I will be checking in with you guys so we can, you know, see how it wears throughout the day. I actually don't really have a lot planned for today. I am just gonna go pick up some food, gonna give my dog a bath. Do you guys want to see? My dog is sleeping right now, and let me just show you guys how this dog likes to sleep. Never mind. He heard me. He heard that I was gonna show you guys how he was sleeping, and he woke up right away. You're funny. You're funny, Louie. You ready for a bath? You ready for a bath? Yeah. Okay. Okay guys, so here I am checking in. It's been about 5, almost 6 hours that I've had this foundation on, and it is breaking apart on me right here, like in this whole area. It's just breaking apart on my smile lines right here. It's just also breaking apart. It's settling. And then right here, oh gosh, it's atrocious right there. All of right there, my nose, it's already come off. Down here on the lip, it's come off. Like it's just breaking apart on me. I don't know about this foundation. Sorry, it's windy. I'm outside. I'm trying to get some decent lighting. It's actually really cloudy and the sun's supposed to be setting, but yeah, I think it's gonna rain. This foundation is just not working for me. The shade was good and I liked how matte I am, but as far as like it lasting on me throughout the day, it's just not doing good. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a few more hours, and then I will give you guys my final thoughts. Okay guys, so this is my final check-in for the day. So the foundation is a no for me. I mean, it was the first time that I tried it, and I did have a rough start with it, and maybe like all those applications and how many layers I put on, maybe that had a lot to do with it. But I just did not like this foundation. It just broke apart on me in all the areas where I don't want my foundation to break apart, and it just all over my lip, like all over here. It's just, the foundation is gone. It's creased on my smile lines right here, like on the like nostrils. Like it's just like broken apart. The nose, the foundation is pretty much gone on the nose. And then where I initially had problems right here in that area, it's just like the foundation, it has just like broken apart right there. And then the forehead is fine, but there's definitely creasing on my smile lines. This foundation is canceled for me. Maybe I'll try it again tomorrow, but I don't know. It just didn't work out for me. Like, it was just not good. I'm starting to get oily after 7 hours. Keep in mind that's actually not really that bad, but you know. But yeah, so those are my final thoughts. If you guys want to go ahead and give it a try for yourselves, then you know, go right ahead. This foundation is about only like $8, so it's not a bad price. You know, I have high standards with foundations, and I will give this one more try, and I will keep you guys updated if you'd like for me to. But those are just my thoughts, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and of course share. And I will be sure to see you guys on my next video. Bye.